Hi guys, I think I'm a little bit too high up. I'm talking quietly now because Joe's upstairs and I don't want him to hear me talking to myself. I don't know, I get a bit self-conscious when I'm filming on my own. Anyway, I did try to film this video outside and it was just too loud and my neighbours were going inside and outside their houses and it was a bit awkward, so I scrapped that idea, but you can see like the little bloopy bit at the end if you want, I don't know. Anyway, wig collection and review. I have on me 2, 4, 6, 7 wigs. And I'll just explain quickly why I wear them. So I like change in my life and I don't want to always put my hair through stress. It's interesting to have different coloured wigs and different styles just to see how you look in a different way. It can also just really change your appearance in a quick second and you've hardly done anything, you know. As I said, you're not putting stress and more damage on your hair, changing from colour to colour or length to length or whatever. So it's just a nice quick way to just make you look a bit different. I also like it for cosplay reasons. I haven't done many cosplays in my life, but I think I wanted a wig for that. That was my main purpose for getting a wig. And then over time I've just collected them because I like the way they look. I try to dress Lolita-y sometimes, different kind of sub-genres in there. Sometimes it's sweet Lolita, sometimes it's gothic Lolita, so I try to have like wigs corresponding for that and just, I don't know, just to generally change a boring outfit maybe. Most of these are from eBay, I'll tell you for the one exception when I come to it. But yeah, most of these are from eBay and they all range from about, I'm going to say 20 quid under. So yeah, nevertheless, let's continue with this collection. So the first one is one I'm wearing now. It's actually Joe's, but I've been wearing it for a little while. I asked to borrow it because I've been wanting to wear a short bluish wig. But yeah, he got this for a Kaito cosplay he was doing, and obviously Kaito from Vocaloid, if you don't know, has short blue hair. So yeah, I just thought it was quite cool to wear it myself as well because I think it complements my complexion quite nicely and it's quite nice quality, really soft. All of these wigs are either synthetic or the heat fibre material where you can put a certain amount of heat on, yada yada yada. This one I haven't put heat on because it's not mine and I don't want to damage it if it goes wrong. But yeah, I find it quite nice to brush through. It's got a little bit of a matting at the top, but that's because Joe has had it for quite a while and he doesn't store his wigs properly. But other than that, it's really nice colour payoff. Obviously it does look shiny, but I don't really mind that. I always think shiny hair looks healthy, but it's not excessively so. But you can tell this isn't my natural hair. Although saying that, I do think it's one of the most natural ones that I can pull off out of my whole collection. So yeah, Joe's wig.
But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer.
I think the next wig I'll show you is possibly the first ever wig I got. This was for my Miku cosplay and it comes with the 2 little pigtail hairbands and one of the clips have literally just broken off. So I've had this for, again, a few years, so you know, things are going to get broken, but it comes with this, a broken clip apparently, and the main body. Now it does come with like 3 separate pieces and I'll show you what they look like. So this is the main body. Again, it's a short blue wig, really light blue for like Miku's colour. Probably a little bit longer than this length, that's Kaito's. It's really, really nice quality. It's quite soft, but this is quite shiny. So I think in the past I have put some talcum powder. I wouldn't probably wear this generally as a day-to-day thing, just because with the pigtails that I'm about to show you in a minute, I've got hair on it. It just looks too extreme for me, and also the colour doesn't complement my skin tone that well. It's just a bit too bright and it makes me look a bit sickly, especially if I've not got makeup on. And the twin pigtail thingies, they come in their own little knitting as well, look like these. Excuse the knotting, I haven't got this out for quite a while. They have 2 little clips and you just attach them to the side of your hair like that. It's really comfortable when it's on. It doesn't rip or pull at the hair. You just kind of have to position it so it feels most comfortable for you. They're like uber long, really, really long. I think they come down probably to my waist when I'm standing up. So they are quite long, and I'm not too short, but I'm not too tall either. I'm like 5'3", so it's quite long on me. Again, the quality is really nice, really soft, a bit shiny. But that's kind of what you have to expect when you're getting like a cheaper wig from eBay. They are going to be shiny, but there's definitely methods in making it less so. So that's what that looks like. Very pretty. I can just foresee this taking forever to film now because I've got like all of these wigs in their packagings, and it's just gonna get all tangled and stuff. It's just not gonna be a nice time filming this, and it's going to shit right now, to be honest. I'll sort those out later. Don't know where the other netting's gone, I've lost it already. Okay, the next wig I think I'll show you is a really, really pretty one. I think it's one of my favourites. Some of these do come with wig caps, some of them don't. I think I've only got like 2 wig caps out of having about 6 wigs. So yeah, again, excuse the state of some of these. They've been like wrapped up for a little while, or they haven't had some loving in a little while. But yeah, it's this really nice dusty rose pink shade. It's got a little fringe, and I think I may have left them long because I like to sweep it slightly to the side, but you can definitely cut these, you know, custom to how you would wear them. I don't have this specifically in mind for a cosplay, but I just like the way it looks, and I wear it quite often. I haven't worn it for a little while, but when I do, I wear it for like weeks at a time, out and about. This is quite curly, it comes curly. As you can see, it's quite knotty now over the time. I think curly wigs are the most difficult to maintain. They do feel a bit dry at the ends, but when I got it, it was silky and smooth, and it was really pretty. Lengthwise, it comes down to probably the mid-drift of my back. In pictures, it comes up more pink. Sometimes on camera, it comes off more purple. But yeah, it is a really nice kind of browny, dusty rose pink. It's actually quite natural looking, I think. It's just probably the length that throws it off, because this could be my texture. More on the dry side, straight, you know, because I have relaxed hair, if you didn't know. So it's chemically processed. I really like this wig. I think it will always stay one of my favourites. The fourth wig I'll show you is actually styled at the moment because I was planning on doing some sort of like Daenerys cosplay thing with it, and I ended up doing a Daenerys inspired outfit of the day. So if that's already up, I'll link it down below, but it may not be up by now. So it's styled. As you can see, when it is styled up like this, it's quite patchy, it's very thin. When it's all out, it's a Rhapsody wig, by the way. When it's all out, it looks really full, really thick, but when you try to style it in some way, you can see the sparse areas. So that's my only complaint with it. Other than that, it is a dream to brush. It's like got a nice curled, wavy texture. It's super soft. I think it has the right amount of shine to it. It's just the straight bits, because it has like a straight fringe area which slightly swoops. That's a bit too shiny in comparison to the curly texture of the hair. I think the curliness dulls it out a little bit, which is what I like, but the straightness just holds this shine a bit too much. But lengthwise, again, I'd say it hits maybe the tip of my butt. It's such a stunning colour. I think if I wear a hat and something with it, or have it and like drape it to the side, it looks quite natural. You know, natural, not natural. I mean, come on, a black girl's not going to have naturally pure white hair unless you've got that genetic, I don't think it's a disorder, but I can't remember what it is, where they have like bright blue eyes and quite blonde hair. But they look gorgeous, them people. They're really pretty. Anyway, every day to day, you're not going to see a black girl with naturally long, white, straight hair, are you? But yeah, it's just really pretty, super soft. And I'm going to be saying this for all of them. This is one of my favourites, but I really do like it. It's quite difficult to style as well, though, I will say that, just because where it's so fluffy and full, it's hard to separate it. So it is a little bit of a struggle, and I would recommend putting it on like a headstand to style it if it's not on your own head, because I think it will be shifting about on your own head actually. But yeah, that's my little Daenerys wig. I didn't buy it for Daenerys purposes at first. I just saw loads of these Rhapsody wigs and I saw them really expensive, and I thought, you know what, I'll look on eBay, see what it looks like there. And again, it was like 20 quid or under. And I thought, you know what, yeah, I'm going to try this out. I think that was at first when I was really, really into Lolita fashion. But yeah, I thought, oh, can cosplay Daenerys now. This next wig is another one of my earlier ones. I think I may have gotten it shortly after my Miku wig. And I think it might be a nice Twilight Sparkle wig. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to check on the colour. I think this would be her shade, yeah. Again, it's twin tails. I was really obsessed with those when I first got into getting wigs. And these ones are attached to little pink clips. Again, you just stick it on there. There's a little tightener so you can make it like tighter and then hide the black elastic. These are super long. They're thinner than the Miku ones, so they don't give that natural effect. Again, with the natural, I know none of these are natural, but hopefully you know what I mean. Super long. I think it probably comes down to my leg, somewhere on my leg. These are really, really long. Obviously you can see it's got shades of purple, blue, sky blue, really gorgeous colour pairings together, really, really pretty. So those are the twin towels, and then of course you come with the main body, which the towel's attached to, and this is probably around the same length as the one I've got now. Again, I didn't really get this for any specific cosplay, I just really liked the colour and I thought it was cute. It's a nice gradient from light blue in the fringe to then dark blue and then purple with like peekaboo shades underneath. It's really pretty, it's super soft. Again, I've had it for a little while, so it's a bit matted at the top, but it's really nice to style. It just feels silky straight, it's not overly shiny. I think the shiniest part on this wig specifically is the light blue, and I think it might just be down to it being such a light, bright colour. But other than that, it's really, really nice. I think I may have cut this a little bit, I don't know. I mod some of these to my tastes, but I never cut a wig as soon as I get it because I'm like, oh, I've just got it, I don't want to ruin it or anything. But eventually I start chopping away slowly but surely. I'm trying to put this back in the little netting and the struggle is real. Right, I'm down to my two last wigs now, and funny enough they're both red, so I'm going to show you the one that I've had the longest out of the two red wigs. And it is, again, short. I like the short ones, or I like twin towels. I don't know, that's kind of my go-to style apparently. At least when I was like first getting into the wigs. So this is a red wig. I think it would be quite cool for a matte cosplay. I think it's matte, or is it Mellow? I think it's Matt from Death Note, Mellow's friend, I think it is, yeah. So I think he has red short bob hair like this. But I think it's really nice. I find it it's one of my most difficult ones to style because I think I need to cut it somewhere along the line. It has like a blunt fringe that I like, but I don't know, it's just something about this, it doesn't look too good on me. It might be the shade, or it might be that blunt fringe, because when I saw it, it looked all styled and like fluffy, you know, that short layered spike, but I just can't get it to do that. I think I do need to add some layers into it, because it is pretty much the same length all the way down. But no, other than that, it's really pretty. I could cosplay Anne from You Are the Weakest Link. But yeah, it's a really nice shade. It's a deep tomato red, but it comes off orange on the camera quite a lot of the time. Super soft, shiny, but that nice shine. It's not like overly wig shine, you know. And I really like this actually. I just find it slightly difficult to style on myself. I can't link these down below because it was like by chance that I found these wigs. Just type in a description is literally what I did, or it was like a related post, so that's how I found most of them. I didn't go by a specific one. The only really specific name I typed in for one of them was the Rhapsody wig, because that's the style of that big white fluffy one that you saw. That's just the name of the style. But yeah, the last red wig I have is my most recent one. I think I got it like Christmas past or birthday just passed. And it's this beautiful red, sort of mid-back length one. It's really, really pretty. It's probably the same shade as the other red one I showed you. Oh, my hat just fell off. Got grass all over it from being outside. Yeah, it's probably the same shade as the other one I showed you, but maybe a bit deeper in colour. It came naturally really, really curly, and I straightened it out. I've washed it since, but the curl just hasn't come back, unfortunately. Really nice side swooped wig, really good to style, really, really pretty. And I'm going to leave it here because I'm running out of memory space. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Sorry, this last part was rushed. Bye! Hi guys, hopefully I'm not too far away or it's too loud out here, but I'm in my rather botched garden and my hat just fell off. I'm in my rather dishevelled garden, and I thought I'd do a wig collection and mini review. I thought I'd start with this first wig, which is obviously a very nice blue one. I look sometimes because I think it's nice to see how different